Hey guys, I'm Ebony Darkness Dementia Way.
And I am Dumbledore.
Today we are here with the final chapter of the Reich Guy. It's very sad, I know.
Out,
yeah, the one that's out. They're updating it possibly, so let's keep our fingers crossed because this is literary gold. Chapter 6. I'm a believer. I wobbled back to color guard practice after going to the bathroom. Of course I went to the bathroom where everyone normal would go, which was in hell. I pissed on Satan's face. I was quite surprised by my aim. Usually my pee would ricochet across the walls until it ended up in my mouth. Anyway, back to the story. My beautiful, perfect piss that came out with a slight greenish tint hit Satan right in the nose and mouth. He moaned in frustration and tried to catch me, but I was too fast for the Dark Lord. Before I left hell, I heard the devil himself say, "Alex and Allison, I am sending you to Earth to take care of Peter. Don't come back until he or she, or whatever Peter is dead." Then I used my ears like Dumbo to make me fly out of hell. "Hey, Natasha," I serenaded like a hyena. "What's up?" Natasha looked over at me, her head becoming a bird head. She squawked at me and grew wings under her armpits. "Get away from me," my friend barked, shooting fire out of her butt. "What's wrong?" I scream at her, my throat beginning to sweat nervously. Just as Natasha was about to respond, Niall swooped down from the sky. At this point, Natasha went full bird and was flying around eating worms. "What have you done, Peter?" Niall gasped. He gently picked up Natasha and threw her in a potato sack. "I need to take her somewhere to calm down." I nodded my nose, slightly worried about my friend. But my mind was really only thinking about the ending of Mickey Mouse. Did Minnie and Mickey ever get together at the end? The world will never know. Annie was pissed at Natasha leaving practice. She did splits on trees to calm her anger, but nothing seemed to work. Eventually, she laid an egg and ate the embryo of her child. Her nose peed, which seemed to have gotten rid of Annie's anger. I turned my head and saw the most gorgeous person I had ever laid eyes on. Her walked towards me in shorts that went past his knees. His leg fat bounced with every step, but it was adorable. It was baby fat. On his chest was a Beatles shirt that hugged his body perfectly. It showed off his lack of abs. He had black hair that was cut like Justin Bieber. Big black glasses covered half his face as he continued forwards. He wasn't super skinny, but that was what made him cute. The boy went down to tie his shoe, turning his back to me. My breath got stuck in my throat as I took in his perfect butt. It filled out his shorts perfectly. It was well-rounded and just the right shape. I wanted to run over to the boy and squeeze it. His shirt creeped up his back, revealing hair was everywhere. I then noticed the boy was covered in dark black hair. It was everywhere. I would have assumed he was a werewolf, but I knew he wasn't. The boy's face lit up as he reached his hand inside his butt. He pulled out a piano and began playing in the middle of band practice. His face scrunched up in concentration. The boy's body seemed to have a mind of its own as it swayed to the beat of the music. The boy walked over to me, putting the instrument back in his ass. "I'm Nicky," he breathed, sweat leaving his left eyeball. "As you can tell, I am part of Phantom of the Opera." I grabbed my pant legs and averted my eyes. He was too perfect to look at. The way half his face was burned off was quite sexy. He looked like Harvey Two-Face, but worse, if that was possible. "Well, I got to go," he sighed. "My time in this story is done. You won't see me again, so all that describing was pointless. Bye." And with that, the boy disintegrated in front of me. I turned back to color guard practice, instantly forgetting the boy. I began to twirl my flag until the ground opened up in front of me. Annie screeched a mighty screech and power jogged over to the hole. Out of the hole appeared two girls. They threw their hands in the air and waved them like she just didn't care. "Who are you?" she panted, twerking while tossing her flag in the air. "We are known by many names," the girl on the left taunted, pulling out her iPad to live blog. "Some call us the memes, others call us the sisters. But you may call us Not Alex and maybe Allison," the other added, ripping open her jacket to reveal a Shrek shirt. "We are here for Peter," Not Alex breathed out, making her front tooth fall out. Maybe Allison quickly fell to the ground and ate her sister's tooth. Annie took on her ultimate form, which was just a giant ass, or a donkey if you want the proper term. Not Alex chuckled loudly, drool dripping down her chin. "It's dino time," maybe Allison squealed in excitement, taking over her body, making her shake uncontrollably. A song began to play everywhere. It was the theme song for the girls. "What is happening?" I cried, covering my ears. The song was everywhere and inescapable. The song sang, I'm in the Dino Squad, 25 million years back, 65 million years back, 25 million years back. As the song continued, Not Alex and maybe Allison spun around, beginning to shift into another form. My earlobe began to shiver. "I'm in the Dino Squad," the sisters chanted over and over again. When the song stopped playing, I knew the transformation was complete. Annie whimpered in fear as she charged the enemy. I expected the sisters to turn into dinosaurs since that was their theme song was about, but there is no continuity in this story. Instead, they turned into a sharknado. Not Alex became the tornado, while maybe Allison became the sharks. Together they made a deadly duo. Here comes the Dino Squad, the sharknado hissed. Sharks fell from the tornado and started to eat the Kellergar. Instead of giving myself up to save my friends, I ran away. It was probably the fastest I ever ran in my whole entire life. The sharknado followed, leaving death and destruction where it went. If you give yourself up, we will spare your friend Megan, the beast yelled. I thought about the offer before responding, "Bye, Megan." I took off running once again, not looking back. Then an idea popped into my head. Hey, if your theme song was about dinosaurs, then why aren't you a dinosaur? Oh no, the sharknado shrieked. She knows our weakness. The sharknado disappeared. The two sisters fell to the ground. How did you know? Maybe Allison asked. Call it a mother's intuition, I respond, smirking darkly. You are now our new master, Peter. We will follow your every command, Not Alex shimmied. My first command is you to call me Daddy, I hissed, licking my lips. Yes, Daddy, the sisters say at the same time. I laughed darkly and hunched my back to the ground. I proceed to crab walk back to Kellergar practice, but then I remember a good portion of them were destroyed. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask, is Megan still alive? Yes, Daddy. I dropped her when you figured out our weakness, Not Alex moaned. Daddy is pleased, I replied. If Megan died, I don't know who would do my English and math homework. Annie was still in her donkey form. She sang, Hey, Chany Chong, hee-haw, hee-haw. It's Dominic the donkey, Chany Ching, hee-haw, hee-haw, the Italian Christmas donkey. Annie, I screamed, snapping her out of the trance. Shall we get on with practice before another disaster happens? I hate my job, Annie muttered, gathering up the remaining guard. We started out with 32 members today, and now we are down to 8, including me and Natasha. Oh no, I forgot about Natasha's big news. Next time I see her, I will ask. I wonder why she freaked out today. I'll have to ask her that as well. 1,000 drop spins, Annie ordered, still in ass form. I groaned. Today's practice was going to be hard. And that was the fabulous conclusion, as of right now, to The Reich Guy. Stay tuned. Hopefully there will be more.